Fibonacci sequences is what we're looking at in this video. It's split into three parts. So first we're going to look at, well, what exactly is a Fibonacci sequence, and then looking at different styled Fibonacci sequences, and then finally looking at problem-solving questions like this. So the way my videos work, I'm going to do the example on the left, which is I do. You are then going to press pause, and I've got the example on the right, which is you do. So here we have a Fibonacci sequence, and it says work out the next three terms. So with this Fibonacci sequence, the way a Fibonacci sequence works is the next term is just the sum of the previous two. Now, what does that mean? So if you start with this one, this is the sum of these two. So 1 plus 1 is 2. So if I go to the next one, it's the sum of the previous two. 1 plus 2 is 3. If I go to the next one, it's the sum of the previous two. Now, what's this next one? It's going to be the sum of these two. So what's 5 plus 3? Well, that's 8. So that's the next term. What's the next term here going to be? Well, that's just going to be the sum of the previous two, which is 8 plus 5, which is 13. And finally, what's the next one going to be? Well, that's just going to be the sum of the previous two, which is 13 plus 8, which is 21. So that is a Fibonacci sequence. So hopefully you press pause and I've got the example on the right. So this is the other way a Fibonacci sequence can be written. It can start with 0 and 1. So again, after 2, we'd have 2 plus 1, which is 3. So I add these two together, then I add these two together, that gives me 5. And then I add these two together, and that gives me 8. So here what we have is a Fibonacci styled sequence. And this bit is important because it's saying it's a Fibonacci styled sequence. You know, a Fibonacci sequence, the next term is just the sum of the previous two. So if I add 40 plus 25, that is 65. And then if I add 65 and 40, that is 105. So moving on to this one, again, it's a Fibonacci style sequence. So the next term is just the sum of the previous two, so that is 11. And the next term is just the sum of the previous two, and that is 19. So here's some practice questions. Press pause and have a go. Here are the answers. Mark your work. So moving on to problem-solving questions. So we've been told the first three Fibonacci numbers of a sequence are 1, 1, and 2. What is the least value for which n is greater than 30? So firstly, we'll write out the Fibonacci sequence. Let's see where we can get up to 30. 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, 21, 34. So we can stop there. So that is number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That is on position 9. So that means n is equal to 9. That is the least value for which the sequence is greater than 30. So now looking on the right, it's asking the same question, but it's saying greater than 100. So I can just pretty much take this same one, saving me having to write all of that again. So after 34, it would go to 55. All I'm doing is adding the previous two terms here. So I can see it's now 9, 10, 11, 12. So it's on position 12, which means n is 12. So looking at this one, it's saying what is the least value of n for which xn plus xn plus 1 is 89. So again, start off by writing the sequence. So if you've been told the sequence starts with 1, 1, 2, and then it's just a case of adding the previous two terms. So that's 3, 5, 8, 13, 21, 34, 55, 89. Perfect. So we can stop there. So we know the sequence is 89 here. And this is basically saying what previous two terms did you add together to get me this? And that was these two terms. So what position are these two terms? So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is position 9. This is position 10. So n is going to be 9. So what we're saying is x to 9 plus x to 10. Those two add together to give me 89. Okay, or we can write this as 9 plus 1 if we want. So the answer here is n is equal to 9. So looking at the right, again, we can just continue the sequence on from here. So after 89, we have 1, 4, 4. Then we have 2, 3, 3. And then we have 3, 7, 7. Now that is 11, 12, 13, 14. This is position number 14. Now we are adding these two together to get that value. So that is going to be position 12 and 13. So that means n is equal to 12. So all it's saying is what two terms did you add together to give me 3, 7, 7? And that is this and this, but it's asking for the position of them terms. So the position is 12 and 13. Now, if you would like some more practice on this, I've got a worksheet linked down in the comments below. And if you found this video useful, I've got loads of other content like this. Do check it out.